Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Line getting set on second down. Off play action. The short hands, it's Avery. Sweet cut there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. First down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got him downfield.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they get him in the backfield and they take back what he got on the previous play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Here comes the field goal unit. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not... This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The play action fake. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll run this play from the pistol. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Scrambling away. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some but when they come home, they equal big-time points.
They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got the first himself. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big... They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in this...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Parks. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll move the tight end. He leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. It's a seam wide open. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. Bounces into... Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. They bring him down 35. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Avery. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And the Raging Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line, and he did a good... room on that return. They'll go back to work on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Using his feet to buy time. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Avery.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced him to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up fourth.
They booted away on 4th down.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
Unloads quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. He's in for the touchdown. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Sprints in. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll get it up to about the... And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's good. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And it's... They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football.
And he's in for the... 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. There he goes. And they're going to... The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's good. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. The Tar Heels will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first, turning it on! Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball when the...
He's going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So North Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that, And you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This is a point where you just got to be focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a oh, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now the offense will... to the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. It's complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Hood. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That one could really put this drive into... Here as they have a first down at the 37. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved... Flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on... and get them the ball this drive.
Trying play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Parks. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight. On 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Avery. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's good. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago, so I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak, Palmer.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the 1st down. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Got his man. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Oh, what a move to get open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hard running there. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Going for it all. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez to pass. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. takes it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Grabs behind the line. It's Garbers. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Buys a little time. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Kenan Memorial.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed. You saw his ability to turn his hips. And how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the catch and gets the score.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught. Gets away from one. He's got space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down. To the short return, but what a play to get the football back. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the ground, it's Gauze. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The sure hands, it's Gauze. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to...
Turning it on! Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Shipp. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He gets a hand on it. It's blocked.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parks. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to get outside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to...
Breaks into the open. Oh, the quick spin move. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 27 over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught behind the line. It's Hood. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Goss. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground, stop playing pass, come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the...
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's gone. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. Gets a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Might as well give it to him again. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll try the right side. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.